Thank you so much for coming back to the show. You're a stud. You look great, man. Everything.
First time dancing out. I've never done it, and Sam Rockwell.
Oh, yeah. Rockwell dances out all the time. You had a good dance
He
there.
said to me one day, he's like, hey, why don't you have a dance when you come out on that? You should dance. It'll make you feel good.
And did it?
And it did. It made me feel good.
Yeah, we liked it. I like dancing with you.
Thank you.
Your partner and one of our favorite people, Rose Byrne, was on the show. We love her so much, and she was telling me how your kids are obsessed with Jack Black.
Oh, the saga continues.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is a thing.
They're obsessed with Jack Black. I have 3 sons, and I have 2 of them are 20 years apart from the first one. So the first one fell in love with Jack Black 20 years ago, and now these kids, the same movie, they're just in love with him again. He's a national treasure.
Oh, of course
they should put statues of him up.
They should
everywhere. But yeah, so Rocco's got his great pen pal friend Mickey Levine, who lives in L.A. He's got this friend, and they pen pal. They write to each other, and they're both obsessed with Jack Black. So they're on the lookout for him.
Yeah.
So finally, Rocco's waiting for the letter. It takes like a month to get a letter, right? And he gets the letter, and he says, "I found him. I spotted him. I got him."
What?
Took a picture of him. He sent it. I've brought that picture today.
You have the picture of Jack Black in the wild.
It's happened.
Walking on the streets?
My son's life is complete.
This is it.
Can you make that out?
Let me see.
Yeah.
There
it is.
Can I?
Huh? So.
I don't know. Let me see that thing.
So.
No, I'm so sorry, but are you sure that that's?
Hey, man, it's good enough for them. It's good enough for them.
Are you sure that looks?
Yeah. No, that's him. That's definitely him.
Are you sure?
Look, it looks like you guys know that's him, right? I mean.
Oh, that hand looks fake even. It looks like that's a cartoon.
For sure, that's
the AI, but that's definitely what he would wear and he would rock. But yeah, you got a sighting.
I made a movie with him like 10 years ago, and Rocco still asks me what we talked about at dinner. We had one dinner.
Yeah,
and,
he's a magical dude.
Yeah, he is a magical dude.
I know you just told me you guys got back from Australia. I'm dying to go to Australia.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
You got to do it.
I know. I love everything about Australia. I love the people. I love.
And they love you if you're a New Yorker, I've been with Rose for a long time, so I've been there many times, and I look forward to it every time. And it's just
they like a New Yorker.
They like a New Yorker. Well, I don't know. They like me. I mean, I go to a coffee shop there, and I walk out with 10 friends.
Yeah.
They love it. And they're great people. They say the funniest things. They're curious people. They ask a lot of questions. They're just great people. They know what kind of tree they're standing under. Like, you'll be talking to them, and they'll be like, this is a eucalypt, and it's a kind of gum tree that blah, 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 and the laricate's up there, too. And they know, like, all the birds, and no, we don't do that here. We know squirrels and pigeons, and that's it. But they know about their fauna, and they know about their wildlife, and they're just interesting people. And they have, it's crazy to go that long on a plane, land, and you're still speaking English, but you're not.
Yes, correct. Yeah,
a completely different.
Are
culture.
Phrases sticking with you now that are Australian phrases? And you're like,
I say things I say things I never thought I would. I say they say how you going. So when you meet somebody there and they go instead of how you doing, they go how you going. And when I say that, I forget sometimes, and I'll say that to somebody, and they're like, no. You just say to me?
They can't say that in New York.
Can't say that in New York.
Yeah, with your accent too. Like, how you going?
I like that one. I like I reckon. That's another one that I get grief for here, but I love that one.
Yeah, I reckon.
I reckon I'm going to go down to the pub later.
Yeah, something kind of innocent
I reckon
about
I'll join you. I like that one. Can
we talk about this? You posted this photo, and I just thought it was kind of cool. It's you and Kevin Costner. You said this is your very first film.
Old picture.
Yeah, look at you guys. And what do you remember about this? Tell me about that.
That was great, man. That was a movie called The Postman, and I hadn't done anything, and I was one of the first people he met, and he cast me in the room, and he was like, "Can you grow your hair and your beard for the next 3 months?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Can you ride a horse?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I didn't know how to ride a horse. I didn't know at all. I'd never been west of Chicago. He brought me out there. He taught me how to ride a horse. He was the nicest guy, man. He taught me so many things. Yeah, and he knew I had never done anything.
First time on set.
He was like, "You come to work early tomorrow, and I'll show you a few things." And he showed me things to this day that I still think about and use. And then the movie's 3 hours long, and I'm completely cut out of it. But he called me.
Kevin!
He called me personally.
Okay.
To tell me how sorry he was. Like, you know, again, to this day, I've never really had that kind of an experience. And then the kicker of it was, you know, because I'd never done a movie before, I thought they paid for everything, you know? So I was in this hotel for like a month and a half and just ringing up room service, and I had no money. And then when I left, they asked for, you know, I didn't even know what an incidental was. I was like, incidentally what?
Incidental, yeah, what does that mean?
I didn't have the money to cover it, and KC right there, he took care of it. So I owe him a lot, including about $1,000.
He paid for your bill?
He paid for it.
That's a class act.
He's doing all right.
Yeah. Let's talk about your new movie. Unstoppable is based on a true story. In its first week, it went to #1 on Prime Video. Not too shabby. #1, not bad.
Yeah.
Can we set up what this is about?
It's a great story about a man named Anthony Robles. Anthony was born with one leg from Arizona. He was an incredible wrestler who would rise through the ranks. He would walk on at Arizona State from his home state and become national champion. It's an incredibly inspiring story. His family was incredible. He's got all these siblings and an unbelievable mother that Jennifer Lopez plays in the movie, Judy Robles. And he not only did he go on to become national champion, but he's a very inspiring motivational speaker, and he's changed a lot of lives out there, and he continues to do so with this movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and
It's a great sports film, right?
It's a great sports film.
It's a great sports film. Who doesn't love a sports film?
Yeah, I love it. I want to show a clip. Here's the great Bobby Cannavale in Unstoppable. Take a look at this.
Your mom told me about Greg, so praise the Lord, my man. All right?
Thanks.
I know you've been sweating, waiting on that scholarship. You know, people like to talk a big game about trying to help people like you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep my options open.
What? Hey, you heard what your son said? He's gonna keep his options open. So if you're in the middle of the ocean and one of them lifeboats comes along, what you gonna say? Hey, I'm gonna keep my options open? No, right? We're gonna get in the boat. Listen up. Only other reason somebody gets a scholarship is for schoolwork achievement, okay? And we all know that ain't what's happening here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anthony gets great grades.
Oh, yeah? So where's his academic scholarship then?
Ooh.
You know what my
Is it hard?
You know what my kids say?
Is it? Yeah, what?
My little guys, they say a movie's not a good movie if it doesn't have a bad guy. So
Yeah.
movie's got to have a bad guy.
Yeah, you
so
play a bad guy
I
in
gotta
this.
do it.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you. You got range because you're one of the
Thanks,
nicest
buddy.
guys. Yeah, come on. Good to see you. Bobby Cannavale, everybody. Unstoppable is available now on Prime Video. We'll be right back with Lola Young. Stick around.